It is time for quick Om chanting. Take a comfortable position. Keep your backbone straight. Brahmanand. Santi, Santi, Santi. Swastha.
Hello students, last class we discussed the characteristic features of phylum Coelenterata. Coelenterata is also known as Cnidaria. Why the phylum is named Coelenterata, Cnidaria, we discussed in detail. These animals are aquatic, mostly marine and few are freshwater. They belong to the tissue grade of organization, blind sac body plan. They show the radial symmetry where the larval forms exhibit the bilateral symmetry. The main characteristic features are they exhibit dimorphism, basically dimorphism. Even the Physalia exhibit the polymorphism, the different forms, morphology, which is commonly known as Portuguese man of war. Physalia is commonly known as Portuguese man of war. The animals, these are consist of a special cell on their tentacles present surrounding the mouth. The tentacles are having a specialized cell, stinging cells called the cnidocytes or nematocyte that contains the organelle cnidocyst or nematocyst. So let us discuss a few questions. Why coelenterats are known as cnidarians? Yes, due to the presence of, just we discuss, the cnidocytes. Due to the presence of cnidocytes. The cavity of coelenterats is known as dense cavity, gastrovascular cavity. Name the classes of cnidaria. What are they? Hydrozoa, Scyphozoa, Anthozoa. For type of asexual reproduction is seen in coelenterats body. So they have the great power of regeneration. The most significant characteristic feature of cnidarians is the presence of, again, why the phylum is known as Cnidaria? Due to the presence of stinging cell cnidocyte. What is the characteristic feature? That is the presence of cnidocytes. These are the stinging cells. Stinging cell consists of cnidocyst. The organelle cnidocyst stinging cell, they get pierced. Okay, and what are the corals? Corals are the polypoid form of cnidarians coming under the class Anthozoa. So these are Anthozoan corals are the Anthozoans. These are polypoid form. What is the coral reef? It is the exoskeleton of cnidarians called coral. The animals called corals. So coral are the animals which secrete their own exoskeleton. The corals remain within the coral reef from which we make the ornaments, the colorful ornaments. Yes, in this lesson we are going to discuss the phylum Ctenophora. Actually, it is a minor phylum consisting of only 80 species, of about 80 species. Because of this the genus, that's why they are placed under the minor phyla, considered as a minor phyla. The ctenophores are exclusively marine. Ctenophores, these are exclusively marine. All are, that means it is understood. All are aquatic. Exclusive, no one is living in fresh water. These are commonly known as comb jellies. Comb jellies. Even sea walnuts. The Ctenophora word is derived from Ctenophora word. You see, Ctenophora word derived from tine means comb, Latin word. Comb and farine means to bear or bearing. The animal bearing comb jellies, jelly like animals. Here are the 8 complex. I am showing you over here. Okay, how many? 4. Other side 4. 8 complex. That's why these are nothing but cilia. These structures, the hair-like structures are called cilia, help in locomotion. Ciliated plates, ciliated longitudinal plates. Okay, here on the lower side it is having the mouth. So what is this? This is the oral end. This is the oral end. Then this side aboral end. Aboral end. From the aboral end, the tentacles arise from the aboral end. Okay, these are having specialized cells called the tentacles are having the specialized cells called lasso cells or coloblast. This is single word, coloblast. Lasso cells or coloblast. Coloblast. So what is coloblast? Coloblast are nothing but glue like cells or adhesive cells. These are adhesive cells. While the colo means the glue. Glue lasso cells or holoblasts, and these are adhesive in nature. These tentacles are used to capture its prey. Okay, to capture, the lasso cells help to capture the prey. As in Coelenterata, the cnidocytes. The presence of cnidocytes is the characteristic feature or the significant characteristic here. The presence of lasso cells. Presence of lasso cells is the most significant characteristic. Okay, glue-like cells, adhesive which can just easily attach to another thing like the glue or gum. So these animals belong to tissue grade of organization. Animals belong to tissue grade of organization. Blind sick body plan. Exhibit biradial symmetry. And as the germ layers, two germ layers, so these are diploblastic these are not having the true coelom, so acoelomates. Diploblastic with the epidermis and gastrodermis with non-net. Epidermis and gastrodermis with nerve nets, with nerve nets. So in between these two germ layer, the mesoglia. In between these two layers, the non-cellular layer is mesoglia, consisting of mesoglia consists of amoebocytes and some muscle cells. Amoebocytes and muscle cells helps in swimming. This is the one animal. Your example is given, Pleurobrachia, coming under the genus Pleurobrachia. These animals are solitary. These animals are solitary. These are free swimming, no polyp form. These animals are free swimming animals, no polyp form, because these animals are derived from coelenterids. Coelenterata we can understand like this: the coelenterids. Who are coelenterids? Those who are having the coelenteron or gastrovascular cavity. Yes, in between these two layers, the mesoglia is present, and these two layers make the body wall present surrounding the cavity the gastrovascular cavity. And solitary in nature, single, free swimming, that phonic form, so monomorphic. These are monomorphic, unlike the cnidarians are basically dimorphic. Here monomorphic. Friends, only free swimming form is available. They are found in only free swimming form. See here the animal Pleurobrachia, sea gooseberry with the 8 meridional complets, ciliated complets. These animals are having the 8 meridional ciliated complets. That's why these animals are known as comb jellies. What is meridional? In a spherical structure where the line joining pole to pole, one pole to another. So these complets are present from the meridional line. Okay, that's why these are meridional complets, ciliated complets. These ciliated complets, the cilia helps in locomotion. By using these complets with the cilia, the animals they do the locomotion. The digestive tract, the gastrovascular cavity. Here we can't say exactly it is not the actual digestive system, but the gastrovascular cavity is well marked, well developed. It is the branched gastrovascular cavity, well developed, which is we can say well developed. Well developed digestive system we can say, but actually it is not the actual digestive system because these are acoelomates. Coelom is not there, gut is not there. This is a body cavity. And the most characteristic feature, these animals are having tentacles. These tentacles are retractile. Not but most some animals having the retractile tentacles. Retractile tentacles with lasso cells. Here lasso cells are present. Retractile tentacles means which can be drawn back. Tentacles are produced, and when the animals want to draw it back, the retractile means that which can be drawn back. Can be retracted or can be drawn back. Another most important characteristic is these are bioluminescent, means emit light. Bioluminescent. Animals are bioluminescent. That means animals emit light.
the animals emit light. And already we know, like the cnidarians, these are having the nerve net on their, the primitive nervous system, actually not nervous system but somewhat it act like nervous system with nerve nets, with nerve nets. Here we discuss that the well developed the gastrovascular cavity. So digestion may be external or internal. The digestion may take place inside the cell or even in the gastrovascular cavity, external or internal. The respiration and excretion. And excretion occurs through the diffusion. Occurs by the process of diffusion. Cell rosettes or Rossetti cells. Cell rosettes, or we can say Rossetti cells, are called excretory organs. These specialized cells are called excretory organs. These are that less studied, not studied well much, but however in larval forms, cetipede larva, in larval forms, these cells are found on the meridional canal. You remember another thing, the meridional canals are present under the surface just below the complex, meridional complex. These cells present on meridional canals that are running below the surface of complex. Meridional complex. Below the meridional complex, these are the complex. You see, here are the complex. This is the ciliated complex, and I am marking it with red. You see, these are below it. These are meridional canals. Okay. These are canals present below the complex. Okay. Here is the mouth, anal pore, anal canal. Little wider portion is the anal canal. The widest part of the gastrovascular cavity is called stomach, and this portion is called pharynx. Like the animals, higher animal structure, it is called like this. Okay, gastrovascular cavity. Meridional canals, the canals are there. These On the meridional canals, the excretory organs means the Rossetti cells are present. Okay. These animals are hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite. That means the male and female sex organ. That means testes and ovary are present in the same organism, same individual organism. Reproduction is done by sexual means. They exhibit sexual reproduction by producing eggs and sperms, and the fertilization is external. In the water. Okay, fertilization is external. Development is indirect. If fertilization is external and the development is indirect. Generally, remember, when the fertilization occurs externally, the development occurs indirect. So there is a larval form. It's with a development is indirect with a free swimming larval form. Animals are free swimming. Free swimming larval form. Called the cedipede larva. Cedipede larva. These are the miniature of the adult forms. Means the small one of the adult morphology. These are miniature of adult forms. Miniature means this similar with the structure but small one. Miniature of the adult form. The larval forms are miniature of the adult forms. Remember one thing here, there is no asexual reproduction as it happens occurs in the cnidarians. The phylum Ctenophora can be divided into two classes on the basis of presence or absence of tentacles. These are Tentaculata and Nuda. Tentaculata, when the tentacles are present. T means tentacles are present. Nuda, N means no tentacles, without tentacles. Okay? And the animals coming under this class, Tentaculata, Pleurobrachia, commonly known as sea gooseberry, the Hormifora, Ceston, Venus girdle, commonly known as Venus girdle, Tinoplana. Under the class Nuda, the animals coming with the genus Beroines. So what we discuss in this session? The general characteristic features of the phylum Ctenophora, which comes under the minor phyla. It is a minor phylum because it consists of a few species, very less number of genera, and these are commonly known as the comb jellies or sea walnuts because of their shaped sea walnut, and because of the presence of 8 meridional complex, ciliated complex. These are also known as comb jellies. These are transparent, bioluminescent, exclusively marine, tissue grade of organization, These are acoelomate. These do not show asexual reproduction, only they reproduce by means of sexual reproduction. Fertilization is external, development is indirect with the centipede larva, centipede larval form. Okay, so now the time for question session. So what you will write down? Just write the short note on the Ctenophora with very important unique characteristic features, about 5 to 6 points. 5 to 6 sentences with important points. Even just go in detail for the one more questions. Yes, students, look at the beautiful bioluminescent, the colorful pleurobrachia. How nice it is looking. Some more bioluminescent animals of Ctenophora. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you.